A leader is someone who understands that there are priorities, that there are things that are important, not important, urgent, and not urgent. It is Stevie Covey, the one that talks about the 4 quadrants of time management. And having the ability to understand the quadrant that is, he talks about the quadrant number 2, which is the quadrant of effectiveness, where there is planning involved, where there is our vision, our purpose, our objectives, our goals, values, our principles are in that quadrant. And the reason that quadrant is important is because it takes us away from crisis, from saying yes to everything and everybody, from living in a crisis state of mind where everything is urgent and everything is important, or where we live in the opposite of that, which is nothing is urgent, nothing is important, and where really we are saying yes to everyone because of the fear of rejection, because of the fear of not being appreciated, because of the fear of not being loved, because of the fear that if we say no, that person is going to react in a way that we're not going to like. And mainly because we don't have a vision, we don't have a plan, because we don't have goals, or because we haven't even taken the time to set priorities. We haven't had the time to understand what's important for us. And that doesn't mean that we're going to put others aside or that we're going to ignore the others' needs. When we have a clear path that is taking us towards that end result, towards that vision, towards our purpose, then we can better manage our time and our desires and help others and assist others and contribute to the desires, goals, and vision of others. Otherwise, we are just running and responding to crisis and to the urgency and needs of other people, which will only leave us feeling resentful. And I can say that many years ago, and in the past, many years ago, I probably had that fear, the fear of saying no because I wasn't going to be accepted if I was saying no. And so I had to learn or a method or a technique of valuing my needs and the needs of other people, of the other people, which is about a win-win interaction. And again, when I talk about a win-win, means I know my needs and my wants, and his or her needs and his wants, and then we negotiate specifically the wants, because the needs sometimes cannot be negotiated, but can be discussed, can be dialogued, and the wants can be negotiated. And this ability to say no to things that are not important or that are urgent for someone else but not for us, when we understand that there is a process and that there is an important state of mind that we need to have when people ask us to do things, when people request from us certain things, when people sometimes will push us to do certain things, or when people will intimidate us to do things. And let me just rephrase all of these words, because nobody does anything to us. We allowed others to make us feel a certain way. So the power is within us. The person that needs to change is us. The person that needs to take a different approach is us. The person who needs to understand that we need to recognize our needs, our fears, that we have to be aware of what needs to change is not the other person, but ourselves. And this is what leadership with awareness is based on. Here then is one simple thing that we can start doing that will change our approach completely. And it's when someone asks us to do something or request something from us, because we already have an agenda and we have set out our vision, our plan, our goals, and our priorities, then we can say something like this, and listen to this sentence. Let me check my schedule, or let me look at my agenda. Let me see if I can do this when we plan to do it, etc., etc. In other words, I have control of my time, of what my actions are going to be like now and in the future. And this is because we've already planned and we've already have set and managed our time in advance.